And good morning to you on this Thursday morning. The old soldier coming at you from Robinson County, North Carolina once again. A little foggy down here again this morning. And the road's full of idiot drivers. But what else is new? If you can't tell, I'm kind of stopped up. My sinuses are giving me a fit. My eyeballs feel like they're about to shoot out of my head. But, it is spring, it is allergy season, it is the time of year people's sinuses give them fits. And I'm I'm not exempt from it by no means. But anyway, I'm going to talk a little Second Amendment today. Especially, there's the shooting that happened at UNC Charlotte that's been in the news. And I was reading an article that CBS News wrote on it. Yeah, I had to check out some opposition. But, the first thing they made it clear of is that the young man legally purchased the pistol. Okay? Legally versus illegally. What's your point, CBS? The man used a tool to kill people. Could have used a car. Could have used a knife. Could have made a homemade bomb. There's any number of things he could have done. But he chose to use a firearm. That's all. My heart goes out to the families impacted by this, victims, and the shooter's family. Like I said, we always talk about the victim. Let's speak on that for just a minute. We always talk about the victim, or victims, plural, and their families. But at the end of the day, even the shooter, the killers, the murderers, they have families too that this impacts. Sometimes the families are in with them to the end. And sometimes they're just innocent bystanders too that have to suffer through what their loved one chose to do. We need to remember them as well, because sometimes these families get portrayed in the news unfairly. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I've been guilty of making rash judgments in the past on that. Well, so-and-so, and mother or daddy should have raised them better, because we get caught up in the heat of the moment. And I've tried to better myself through the years to where take time to read and investigate the whole thing. But this one just kind of caught me yesterday, because and the reason I say that is, the NRA is going through some pains right now. You've got this incident that has just happened. So you've got the anti-gun people, I'll be polite this morning, that they're going to look for every opportunity to get their legislators that are in their hip pockets to start pushing more crappy bills to repeal the Second Amendment or restrict the Second Amendment or to do any number of other things to it. And that's a right that was put into the Constitution. Not a privilege, it is a right. Driving is a privilege. But to own a firearm to defend yourself from a tyrannical government, to defend yourself from invaders into your home, that is a right, an inalienable right. Just like you have a right to speak freely. Now, I've said this before, I'll say it again. When it comes to the First Amendment, that's one of my teachers behind me acting silly, but he's a good man, good teacher. He's looking over me with a grin. But like I said, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Your First Amendment right ends when it begins to infringe upon mine. Okay? My Fourth Amendment right should be better protected than what it is. And the government has infringed on it. It's infringed on everybody's Fourth Amendment right. And if you don't know what your Fourth Amendment right is, let me pull it up. Everybody, I'd suggest go get you a pocket constitution. That way, if somebody asks you what your amendment rights and then et cetera, so forth, you can pull it out and say. And this is what the Fourth Amendment reads: the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. The federal government has taken that one and put it in the trash can. But the Second Amendment right, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, keyword free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms, comma, not whatever, comma, shall not be infringed. Let me read that again. A well-regulated militia, comma, being necessary to the security of a free state, comma, the right of the people to keep and bear arms, comma, shall not be infringed. Yeah. So, folks, that's why the Second Amendment's important. That's why the First Amendment's important. That's why the Fourth Amendment's important. The Fifth Amendment is important. A few years ago, I was ignorant to an extent on all the intricacies of the Constitution. I just knew that I swore an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution. Not Congress. Bunch of buffoons that they are. But again, and I just, with this whole thing with UNC Charlotte, it still hadn't fully unraveled. Who knows when we'll get all the particulars on it. I'm just saying this now because I got a feeling the anti-gunners are going to come up, and that's going to be another thing that they're going to use to throw out to try and get legislators to either restrict or infringe our right to own firearms. Okay? Because they never passed laws restricting who can have a car and who can't. They never passed laws restricting other things that get used to kill people. But they always want to go after the Second Amendment and our guns, our firearms. It just amazes me. But anyway, anyhow, anywho, how'd I normally say it? Anywho, anyhow, anyway. Anyway, anyhow, anywho. Got to get that put on a t-shirt, something like that. But got to get ready to go in here and take my last two finals today. My brain is smoked already, so hopefully I'll get through today. This semester, like I said, has been a little tedious and challenging, but hey, it'll be worth it in the long run. But to all my viewers out there, thank you for subscribing. If you enjoyed my content, share it with other people that are like-minded. Have them subscribe and hit that whatever it is beside it, the Liberty Bell. I'm going to call it the Liberty Bell, so you get notified every time that I post something. Help me out. I've got a couple books out on Amazon. My latest one, Poetry and Prose of an Old Soldier's Poetry and Prose of Life, Love, and Liberty. There's also my original, Thoughts of an Old Soldier. Help me out and get a couple copies. Buy some for your birthday presents and Christmas presents for your friends and family, and spread the good news. But whew, like I said, my head's splitting wide open, so bear with the pauses. I'm sorry about that. Vendors or charities I'd like you to help out with if you can. Pin Up for Vets, Valor for Veterans, and tunnelstotowers.org. Some vendors I'd like you to support if you live in my area. Money Quick Pawn on Rayford Road and right next to Tractor Supply in the Fayetteville area. Robert's Custom Woodworking, and the Unsung Patriot. All those links and everything are down below. Also buy some Black Rifle coffee. It's good stuff. And like I said, help me out. Thoughts of an Old Soldier. I've got the Amazon link down below. You can get the book in Kindle format or paperback. If you get the paperback versions of my books and you would like to have them signed, email me at rantsofanOldSoldier@gmail.com, and I will be glad to tell you where to mail them to. I'll sign them and I'll mail them back to you at my cost. So if you like my poems I'm reading every Monday and like to get a copy of the books, they're on Amazon. With that being said, got to go. Got to get ready for this test. That, like I said, my head's splitting. I don't know how I'm going to do on it, but as long as I get a B or better, I'll be happy. And with that being said, folks, God bless. Take care. Remember, our men and women in uniform each and every day. As right now, at this very moment, somewhere, somebody is standing between us and those that do us harm. God bless them and God bless their families. And y'all have a great day. Until tomorrow, this is the Old Soldier. Old Soldier approved and Old Soldier out. I'm telling you, sinuses are killing me. Sorry about all the tongue-tied today. But y'all be good, be great. God bless. Take care. Old Soldier out.